Opening weekend has come and gone for the Brewers as they took on the Chicago White Sox, and boy did they make a statement to start the season. As they should, it's the White Sox. The offense came alive, a record was broken, and the bullpen was dominant. Let's see what's brewing. Game 1, Jacob Misiorowski got the opening day start, and he did not disappoint. After giving up a leadoff home run to Chase Meidroth in the first inning, he settled in and dominated for the next 5 innings, going 5 innings pitched, 2 hits given up, and only 1 run being the home run. He also did walk 3, but that's pretty good for him his start. He did also break the franchise record for opening day strikeouts for a starting pitcher, so that's pretty decent, I would say. It was pretty easy for Miz to loosen up after the Brewers' offense exploded for 4 runs in the second, and then 8 runs through Miz's 5 innings that he pitched, ultimately scoring 14 for the first game. It was a total team effort on offense with every player in the starting lineup recording a hit. Yelich, Turang, Bowers, and Ortiz each recorded 2 hits, while Joey Ortiz got the scoring started with the bloop single to right, while the bases were loaded, obviously, because last year he was I think, got the most at-bats when bases were loaded, and I don't think he did really that good at all, so starting off 1 for 1, bases loaded, even though if it was a bloop shot to right. And then with the bases loaded, once again, Contreras cleaned up as he drove in 3 runners after a base-clearing double down the left field line in the second. Sal Frelick became the first Brewer this year to hit a home run with a 2-run towering shot in the 5th inning. Exit velo of 106.7, which was his 4th best exit velo of his career. Distance of 407 feet. After that, it was just a bunch of hits and RBIs from everyone in the lineup, just getting on base, driving them in, doing what the Brewers usually do, and then Jake Bauers then puts a cap on it with a 3-run skyscraping home run in the 7th inning, nearly hitting the catwalk up there. Exit velo of 108.6, launch angle 44 degrees, and a distance of 361 feet. The bullpen was pretty dominant after Miz's 5 innings with Ashby, Anderson, Hall, and Woodford combining for 4 innings, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, and 9 strikeouts. Pitchers finished with 20 strikeouts, which is also a new franchise record for strikeouts in a game. Final score was 14-2. Game 2, Chad Patrick on the mound after a memorable performance in last year's NLDS versus the Cubs. If you remember, cutter right on the outside corner. Beautiful pitch, bases loaded. It was clutch. You have to go watch it. But once again, another great outing. He went 4 1/3 inning, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. Throwing only 76 pitches, a light load for that game, but it's his first start of the season, so that's what you expect. The Brewers offense once again got it started early after a leadoff double from Turang. Yelich hit an RBI single, followed by another single, and a great base running from Yelich and Bowers. I think it was Yelich on first, Bowers hit it to right. Yelich went from first to third. On the throw, Bowers goes first to second. And then, becomes second and third. Could have been first and third, but heads up base running for Bowers makes it second and third. And then brings up Garrett Mitchell, who then drove those 2 in with a base hit up the middle. So, speaking of great base running, the Brewers were able to steal 7 bases this game. Mitchell had 2, Hamilton had 2, Ortiz had 2, and Yelich had 1, which is nearing their record of 9 that they made last year. So that's pretty cool. Really great base running for this game. Yelich and Turang both finished with 3 hits, Ortiz and Mitchell with 2, and RBIs from Ortiz and Lockridge to bring home 6 total. The bullpen was once again untouchable with Ashby, Zerpa, Uribe, and Hall combining for 4 2/3, 2 hits, 0 earned runs, 3 walks, and 7 Ks. Ashby has been pretty nasty so far this season. 2 2/3 innings pitched, 0 hits, and 6 strikeouts. Hopefully that continues. He looks untouchable. The game finished with a 6-1 victory. Pretty easy. Game 1 and Game 2. Now, for the moment everyone's been waiting for, Game number 3. Exciting day. Everyone thought it was going to go a lot differently. Obviously, turned out pretty decent, as you'll hear as we go on. If you're a Brewers fan, you know they never go down without a fight. And boy, was this game just that. Jefferson Caro making his MLB debut this game. While only getting 2 at-bats, he did walk 1 of them. Not the best start to his career, but it got on base 1 time, so that's good. Brandon Sproat made his Brewers debut after acquiring him in the Freddie Peralta trade. Things immediately did not go well after he walked the first 2 batters he faced, followed by a bloop single to center field, and then ended with a grand slam from Coastal Montgomery. So not the way you want to start off on a new team, but he will definitely get more opportunities and a lot more starts to come. He is pretty talented in my opinion, so just to maybe got the nerves out of the way. Who knows? 4 innings in the first, that would be at that inning, and then the Brewers answered back right away with a 2-run home run from Gary is scary Sanchez. Sproat then gave up another home run to Murakami, which was Murakami's 3rd home run of the series. What a way to start off your major league career than homering in the first 3 games that you play in. So kudos to him. And then another RBI single to Montgomery, making it 6-2 after the second. After this, pretty much seemed like the Brewers were giving up. Not giving up, but like it seemed like it was getting out of hand early. It was just seemed like another Sunday morning where just weren't into it as much, and then gave up another home run to Everson Pereira. After that home run, Sproat was taken out after 3 innings, giving up 7 earned runs, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts, 3 home runs. Definitely one to forget for him, but like I said, he'll be back good, and yeah, nothing to worry about there. Thankfully, the bullpen once again shut it down with Anderson, Koenig, and Woodford going 5 innings pitched, 2 hits, 0 earned runs, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. I mean, the bullpen this series was unbelievable, just insane. Brian Lockridge got one back in the 6th, making it 7-3, and then going into the bottom of the 8th, this is where the fun begins. The inning started with a single from Joey Ortiz, starting off hot this season. Then another single after Jake Bauer's strikeout, so 1 out, runners on first and second. And then, after that, another walk by Blake Perkins, and then Bryce Terang up with bases loaded, rips an RBI single, making it 7-4, inching closer. This is what we do. We fight until the end. So after a pitching change brought in Sir Anthony Dominguez, the Brewers found themselves down by 3 with the tying run on first, and Contreras up to the bat. Unfortunately, he did pop up in the second pitch that he saw in the infield. No runs score, 2 outs, still with the bases loaded. And then a newly signed Brewer, Luis Rengifo, clutches up with a 2 RBI single up the middle to cut the White Sox lead down to just 1, now 7-6. And then this is where the fun part comes. Pat Murphy, Yelich got an off day, goes to the bench, calls on Yelich, hey, we need you in this big spot. And boy, did he deliver in a crucial spot. Runners on first and third, 2-2 count, 2 outs, 2 runners on, hanging splitter, Yelich turns, crushes it. Right field, admires it, bat flip, everything, emotions. You don't see emotions out of Yelich as much, but that was one to be emotional about. I mean, it was absolutely crushed. He definitely pimped it. It was crazy. After that home run, that completed the 6-run 8th inning and the comeback down by 4 runs. Also to mention, that was Christian Yelich's first Major League pinch hit home run ever. Top of the 9th, Trevor McGill comes in for the save, and it's vintage Trevor McGill. I mean, he did give up 1 base runner, but that was just a little base hit to right field. But then he strikes out the last batter for save number 1. 9-7 and a sweep to the White Sox. Just an incredible sweep, starting the season 3-0. A sweep to the White Sox, which we all pretty much guaranteed in our schedules. Like, we should sweep the White Sox every time we play them, but not always the case. So I'm glad we got this one out of the way. 3-0, onto the Rays. Definitely a great way to finish off a sweep, and what a way to start the season. I mean, you cannot ask for anything more than that. It was definitely a theatrical finish in that Game 3. Game 1, pretty much a snooze fest, but a lot of offense. Game 2, same. 6 runs, only gave up 1. Our bullpen, insane. Definitely a complete 180 from last year's season, as we got absolutely crushed by the Yankees. But this is a new year, new season, new us. Same Brewers, same fighting mentality. But I guess that's what you expect facing the White Sox instead of the Yankees. During this series, the offense contributed 29 runs, 35 hits, and 22 walks. Crazy on base. While the pitching was also amazing, especially the bullpen. Bullpen went 14 2/3, 7 hits, only 1 earned run, 6 walks, 25 strikeouts. Just a crazy bullpen. Crazy performance by the bullpen. They're all pretty much amazing. No matter who you brought in, they got the job done. On the other side, for the White Sox, they got a lot of looking forward to do with Munetaka Murakami. Started his MLB career homering in each of his first 3 games. And also was my preseason AL Rookie of the Year prediction. So pretty cool to see him do that. Wish it wasn't against the Brewers, but the damage was really very little. Here are my series awards. I'm giving the series offensive MVP to Yelich after going 6 for 10, driving in 5, and of course hitting that theatrical home run in Game 3 that just put the cherry on the top. My series Cy Young is split between Jacob Mizorowski's opening day, record-breaking start, 11 strikeouts, new record for the franchise. And then the bullpen. The bullpen was crazy, so only giving up 1 run the whole series. Picking up after Sproat was not as good as he should have been. Just a great series for offense, defense. I mean, Joey Ortiz made some great plays out there. And then pitching-wise as well. I mean, it was just all-around effort. And they looked like they were playing for each other, not with each other. So that's always good to see. So that will do it for the opening day series recap versus the Chicago White Sox. Please like, subscribe for more Brewers recaps. Follow my X account at What's Brewing to find out when I'm live. I do reacting to live games every once in a while. I'll post on there when I'm going live next. Yeah, that is it. Tune in next time to find out what's brewing.